Alright boys, we're going in. This is already midway.
Your objective is to slay the beast.
I don't know where they're up
lose
to.
sight of it.
I'm just going for it. I'm going in there.
Proceed with caution.
Let's give it a go. Second level reached. We're already on level 2. I'm in at least. Finally, I'm in. Well, that was quick. Someone died. Well, that's been my Safi Jiiva siege experience so far. After 2 full days of trying to get into a lobby, I finally do. And that was it. Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Bertrude, and let me just explain that first little clip there. I've been trying for the last 2 days to get into a Safi Jiiva lobby, and I've been really struggling. Every time I've joined, I've just disconnected instantly, or I've not even got in. And then the lobbies that I have been able to join, there's only 1 or 2 people in. No one's even bothered about hunting Safi Jiiva. But luckily today, I managed to get into this lobby. I joined that first hunt when they was already on the 2nd level. They'd obviously already had a couple of feints, and yeah, it was a pretty quick experience. But luckily for me again, you know, everyone was willing to stay in, and we went straight back at it. So this was my first ever proper run at Safi Jiiva. I've never done this siege before, but I've been really eager to give it a go. Now in terms of knowing what to do, I did watch a guide on this siege, so I had a bit of an idea. And in that guide it said that everyone should kind of focus a different body part, stay away from the legs, definitely don't target the legs. Try and go for the head and the tail first. If you've got a gunner, let the gunner go for the wings. But in this one I went in with the dual blades. It's just my go-to weapon. It's the weapon that I feel most comfortable on. If I'm ever not sure what to do in a hunt or a siege, I'm always going to go with the dual blades, because I don't know if I'd say it's my best weapon, but it's the weapon that I'm probably most comfortable with. So I've gone with the dual blades, and I saw that no one was focusing the tail, so I thought I'll take it upon myself to head straight to the tail. It's probably a bit of an easier option on my first ever go. Just go and focus on the tail where I'm a little bit out of harm's way for at least this first phase, and try and get some damage in on the tail while everyone else is focusing up there on that big, juicy, beautiful, sweet, big red dragon head that Safi Jiiva's got. I'm using my blast dual blade setups for this first run, and you can see it's going pretty good so far. I'm quite happy with this, you know, I'm doing some good damage to that tail. I don't know if it'd be enough to kind of chop the tail eventually on my own, or whether, you know, I'd need someone else to come and give me a hand, but it was going pretty good. And you can see there we got the first leveled energy drained, so that's a good thing. It took me a while to kind of figure out what was going on with the energy and the levels and all that juice. All that juicy good stuff. All that juice. But yeah, the juice of the level was soaked up by this big dragon. And that's the aim of the game, guys. You've got to get the dragon to soak up the juice in the level, and then as he moves down the levels he's going to do the same thing, and then when you eventually manage to kill him, you know, he's out of juice, isn't he? He's drank all the juice. But we're down to the 2nd level now on this first go, so let's get down there. I love this cutscene. I love this little transition down the levels on the little flying schmeagles there. I think that's so cool. But there is a little ledge on this level here, so with the dual blades it's a pretty obvious choice what I have to do here. If I'm close to the ledge, I'm just going to do some flying in the air acrobatic schmeagle stuff, aren't I? I'm going to go and be a little ninja flying all over the place, and I'm going to do that little spinneroonie Beyblade all down the back of this big long dragon. And when I manage to actually do it, it's the most satisfying thing ever. That's why I love the dual blades, because it's stylish and you can do stupid amounts of damage. Really good stuff. So you will notice in bits of this first attempt, like this is a pretty good example of it here. The dual blades are good, you know, I'm doing some good damage when I'm hitting him, but they're obviously very short range, and quite a lot of times against this dragon, you'll be trying to focus like the head or the chest or even the tail. A lot of the times it does happen with the tail as well. And because the dual blades are a little bit on the short side, it's quite hard to reach the area you want to reach, so they can be really good when the dragon is in reach of you, but like I say, you know, it can be a little bit hard to kind of get the damage in and reach the part that you want to reach. So this first attempt was with the dual blades. You can see there one of us fainted in that big nuclear attack that he does. So cool. But yeah, someone died in that instance. But yeah, the dual blades, first attempt, we went with the dual blades. It's my comfort zone, so I went with them. But on the second one, you'll see as the video progresses, I actually decide to change the weapon up for the attempt after this one. Again, some nice damage numbers. I was always making sure the tail was tenderised as well. You can see there we broke the left leg, so that's also good going. Someone managed to bring him down here. I think that was with the little green pockets of gas that turn up during the level. On this second level, I think it is. I don't think it happens on any of the other levels. There's like green pockets of gas that you can explode and then knock him down and do some good damage. And that opens up a window for you to get in there and do some lovely big juicy damage on him. And he's got a health pool and half, this guy. He's got as much health as Andre the Giant, you know what I mean? And he was a big boy, wasn't he, Andre the Giant? This guy's got like 3 times the amount of health as Andre the Giant had, so imagine that. He's going up again for the big apocalyptic nuclear missile launcher. This big schlabonga here. And look at that. It just absolutely destroyed us. And that was the first attempt. But I'll tell you what, I had fun, guys. Wow. It's so much fun. What a good siege this is. So much fun. A different weapon. Dual blades were good then. Like, I felt like they was doing okay, but I'm going to try the greatsword, I think, because I think the reach might be a little bit better. Okay, so we're going back in for our next attempt here. And if you didn't hear me there too clearly, there was a little bit of some more audio problems during the recording of this, so when I'm talking on the actual video, I may sound a little bit quieter than usual, but I'm working on it for the next one, guys. I'm going to get it all sorted. I've just had a couple of little problems with the audio recently, but anyway, we're back in with the second attempt. And if you didn't hear what I said during the intermission there, I've switched to the greatsword as if it weren't already obvious. Like I said, from that first run, I was definitely feeling the lack of length of the dual blade, so I always thought it would be a good idea to switch to the greatsword and try and, you know, go straight for the head. I'm not focusing on the tail as much on this one. I've gone straight for the head. I had the Rocksteady mantle on there and you could see just how close to death I initially was. But the Rocksteady mantle there actually helped me land some big early damage on him. So I was really pleased with that start. And we've also got the falling boulders as well, so he's down for a minute. I can take advantage of that now and land some sweet big boy damage with their big old greatsword. Kaboom! Nice. Not the most damage, but I'll take that. I've already landed some damage at the very start of the fight, so I've put some good work in already. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this first phase is over pretty quickly. There you go, he's on the move. Now he's moving down to the second level already. From the last attempt, drain the first level's energy. I'm not sure. Maybe, because that seemed really quick. You could see there I was pretty confused as to why it was so quick, but looking back, I think that's because each of these fights kind of flows into the next fight that you do. It's like a group communal effort between the lobbies. So if you manage to drain all the energy from one level, I think that makes it quicker doing it the next time, and then when you get down to the final level you have more time to kill in there where the damage really matters. I think that's right. If I'm mistaken in that, could someone please clarify in the comments so I understand it fully? But I am pretty sure that's what it is. It's like energy is shared amongst the lobby, and as you drain it, he progresses through the levels in your fight quicker, and you can get him down to the final phase, the final level, the third level, and there you can kill him. But this is the second attempt and it's going pretty good so far. I'm already happy with the change to the greatsword. I'm landing for some much bigger damage. I'm reaching the areas of the dragon that I want to reach and do the damage on. So I think this was a good change. It's a really good weapon, this one. It's the Raging Brachiodeos greatsword. Blast greatsword, so we're getting some extra blast damage on him as well. So we're doing some good work so far. And I was starting to feel a lot more comfortable with this fight. I know it's only my second attempt at it, but I was feeling very comfortable at this point. I was quite happy with the mechanics of it, feeling quite comfortable with his moveset. Still a lot to learn, you know, like I say, it's only my second attempt, but I was feeling more and more comfortable as this second attempt went along, you know. I was feeling a lot better as it went along. And now we're down to the third level already, the final phase. Let's see what we can do on this bit.
Gotta try and wear it out so it runs out of energy.
Something I did realise that was happening with the greatsword is that I was often trying to charge it up to the true charge slash finish, the big boy, big slash on that third phase of the charge for the greatsword. I was often trying to do that and I was landing some big damage, but by the time it got to the third charge, you could see it happen there. The dragon had moved and I missed the charge on that big third true charge slash, you know. I missed the chance for the big damage. So something that I did start trying to do as the fight goes along is that I was just trying to take the damage opportunities whenever I could. Whether that meant maybe not charging the sword as much and just kind of getting one or two swings in with the first couple of charges, or whether that meant if I was closer to a foot or maybe the tail, I'd just get the damage in when I could. Obviously I was trying to avoid the feet. I have become aware that you really don't want to waste your time targeting the feet. It's all about breaking the other parts of the dragon, so I was always trying to go for the head when I was using the greatsword, but if I was close to the tail, I'd just get those attacks in on the tail when I could. You could see there again, I got a couple of hits in, but then I missed the true charge slash at the end, missed out on some damage. So that's all part of the learning of this fight, learning the dragon's movesets and just getting used to things. And look at this, there's nowhere for us to hide. We're all in trouble. And just like that, the second attempt is well and truly over. We all got absolutely smashed there. Wow, I don't know what there is to do there. Damn. Second level energy depleted. So you can see there after that attempt, that's a good thing as well. Between the lobby we got the second level energy depleted. So when we go back in for this third attempt now, the energy has gone from the first and the second level, so we should be able to, you know, get him through the first two levels really quickly and get him onto that third level. Safi's weak to ice. I don't know what the crack is with that, but I'm going to try it and just see how it feels and what kind of damage we're looking at. So we're on to our third attempt of the siege now, guys, and as you can see there in the intermission, I've changed my greatsword. I'm still using the greatsword. I was really happy with how that last attempt went, so I'm sticking with the greatsword, but I've changed the greatsword that I'm using. I decided that I want to craft a couple more of these Frostfang barrier weapons. I've already got the dual blades of these. I've already got the light bow gun. So yesterday I went and crafted the greatsword that I'm using now, just to give it a go. It's a really cool looking weapon, and I just thought it was about time that I widened my arsenal of greatswords. You know, I love using the greatsword, so give myself a couple of different options. And I didn't know what kind of damage it would do against this dragon. I don't know if Safi's weak to ice damage or whether he's resistant to it. I didn't take the time to look, I just wanted to try this greatsword, give it a go and see what kind of damage we're doing. You can see here I'm trying to set up a little bomb for him there, nice little bit of damage. Sent me flying, but it was well worth it. You can see there how quickly he does actually move sometimes. You can be focusing on one body part and then he'll do a little 360 spin or a little 180. And you all of a sudden you're facing a completely different body part. For such a large dragon, he does actually spin around pretty quickly. Just taking advantage of him being down here now, getting some nice damage on him. Unlucky with the second slash there, and you can see, I think that's him moving to the next phase. You can see how quickly we've done the first couple of stages there. He's already down to the 3rd level. I was feeling really confident at this point. We've got him through the first 2 stages really quickly. No one's fainted, and we're doing some good damage between us. Everyone seems really tuned into this one. So let's just see if we can get it done and dusted. But we do have the tricky thing to deal with of this when he goes up for his big nuclear attacks. Now on this 3rd stage, it seems that these boulders that we can hide behind actually vanish. You know, he's just done his nuclear attack, and then 1 or 2 of the boulders disintegrate, and you don't have those to hide behind next time. So it's like the boulders you can hide behind decrease as this level goes on and on. So you've got to keep your eyes out and know where the next boulder is that you can hide behind, because if you get caught out, you're gonna die. That's what happened to us in that last attempt. I'm sure there was a boulder somewhere that we could have all hid behind, but it was all out of position, and we weren't able to find it in time, and we all just got absolutely nuked. But you can see now we're doing some really good damage between us. We've managed to, you know, destroy loads of body parts. We've just severed the tail. It's looking really good. We get a nice clutch claw on the head there. Absolute carnage. Look at the effects of this dragon. All these attacks look so cool. You can see again now, big attack coming up. Guy in the background there just managed to get himself behind the boulder just in time. Everyone survived. And we're all going in to finish the job.
Oh, 1 in the jaw for you. And another.
You can see how keyed in everyone is into just attacking his head now. We managed to topple him, and watch this, everyone just swarms onto his head. This is so cool, look at it. Look at the sheer amount of damage that's going in there between us all. This dragon has got no chance. Even though I did just miss the final slash of the true charge slash. But I don't mind, because between us we did some epic damage. Lucky for me there, he moved his foot in front of the final slash, so I did get some damage. It weren't a waste. And there we go, boys. Job done.
Yes, boys.
That's what I expect from my new world hunters.
Yeah. First one. Took us 3 goes to... Yeah, so that's obviously what you do. You work him down slowly. Obviously, the more energy he's got, I kind of understand it. It kind of drains as you progress and keep doing it. Oh, that was awesome. What a good laugh that was. Where's his tail at? Where's his tail at?
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to run off and find this dragon's tail now to carve up. Consider subscribing if you like the content, and I'll see you all on the next one.